felt good. Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I filmed anything. It was mostly, well, pandemic, and then I have the most beautiful 2 baby boy grandbabies that you have ever seen in your life. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you will have seen them. Ethan and Elijah, just absolutely the most sweet, loving, cuddly little boys you have ever met, and I'm over the moon in love with those 2. So I've been spending as much time as I possibly can and trying to help my daughter Mina and her husband Sean as well. Taking care of 2 babies full time, not easy at all. It's a very difficult task. I had it hard with 1 baby at a time, so she is amazing at being a mom, and Sean is an amazing dad as well. So those are 2 very lucky little boys, and we're all really lucky that we have them and we can see them and we're close to them. Sometimes we even get to keep them overnight, which proves to me how difficult it is to take care of 2 babies at one time. It's a lot of work, but worth every second. So I've been busy. I'm back now. I'm looking at all of my makeup and I'm like, this is just sitting here because honestly, I also have not done a whole lot with my makeup in the past few months, just because babies don't care if you're wearing makeup. I don't know. I know it's terrible. I haven't been taking that great of care of myself, period, in the past couple of months. So I'm here. This is my therapy session. This is my finally get to talk to you guys, because I feel like I have friends and I can just, sit and chat, and that's what we're going to do today. I'll be using a new palette, new to me palette. It's not new. It's from Colourpop, and it's their Wine and Only palette. The colors in this are so beautiful, and yes, I am a fan of wine for sure. The color story though is just gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? It's very dark, it's very vampy. It's not very spring-like. I get it. It's you can hear, if you can hear my wind chimes, that means it's spring and I finally have a window open. I just need that fresh air. The sun is shining today. It always puts me in a really good mood. So we're gonna go ahead and try filming today. This may never get uploaded. I don't know. I'm a little rusty, so you'll have to forgive me. We're gonna use that on the eyes today. If you want to know anything that is on the rest of my face, it will all be listed in the description box, along with ways to contact me if you would like to. For me, please leave a comment. That would be great. If you could also subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and also share it. That would be great. We have a very small but wonderful little community growing here, and I would love to expand it and tell your friends and tell your parents. I don't know who watches me, but I like it, when people watch my videos. It makes me feel like I'm actually, reaching people. There's been so much going on in the world since we last spoke, but this is going to be our chance to kind of put that aside for a little bit and relax. And if you too would like to go grab your makeup, sit down, and just get ready with me. You don't have to have the same palette. You don't have to have the same stuff, brushes, nothing. Just sit down and do your makeup with me, like we're friends, like you're sitting right next to me here, which, by the way, I hope to have coming soon. I hope to have a guest that will be coming in a video soon, and we're gonna do our makeup together and possibly drink some wine. So we shall see if I can talk her into that. So I have a few new things today that are new to me that we're gonna slap on, and let's just get going with this eye look, or we're gonna be here forever because I can't shut up. These brushes, some of these brushes do not look clean, but they are. They're just stained. This one, so it looks a little pink, but I haven't used it and it is clean. This is the Morphe M441, just a nice fluffy blending brush. And we are going to start in with I think it says Major Chianti right here in the corner. I'm not sure if you need to know the shade names or not while I'm doing this. All of the shades in this palette, at least the matte ones, are a little dark. So we're going to see how this goes. We're going to take it lightly at first and see how that turns out. Again, if you haven't watched my videos before, I have a mirror next to me, and that's why I look to the side often. My ancient eyes can't see that well far away, so I can no longer use the teeny tiny little screen on my camera. So please excuse if you're looking at this side of my head sometimes. That is just how it's working right now. Yes, I do have glasses, but you can't wear glasses while you do your eye makeup. That's weird. And also, I don't know how you would do that. And I cannot wear contacts. I have tried every brand out there. I'm telling you, I've tried them all. I think it has something to do with my autoimmune disease, that my eyes are very, very dry at all times. And any contact that I try to use ends up rolling up inside of my eyelid, and then I have to forcibly remove it. So I just stopped trying. As we know, I'm in Pennsylvania, and spring is trying to start here in Pennsylvania. It's trying. We had a few very beautiful days. By the way, I do have some eye primer on today. I just used the e.l.f. eye base, and I think the color of it is, I think they call it rose. It's a little bit pinky. They have other shades of it, and I like it as an eye base. It works fine. But as you can see, the eye base itself was creasing, so I'm not sure that anything will prevent creasing on my eyelids. Some are, better than others, but I just like the e.l.f. one because it kind of blanks out some of the blue on my eyelids. It just gives me more of an even surface to start my eye looks with, and that's what I like about it. So I already primed my eyes, and what was I saying? Yes, weather. Today it's really nice out today. It is sunny. It feels warm. We live in a spot though that in the summertime and then again in the fall gets so windy, it snapped my flagpole in half and threw it out in the yard. Like, how dare you try to put out anything decorative before June? Don't do it. This is what we think about it. So I don't really put anything out that I value because I know it'll get destroyed. We're going to go in next and just deepen up that crease a tiny bit with Mull It Over, which is the shade directly next to the last one we used. I don't put out chairs. I don't put out anything. We've had chairs. Granted, they were plastic chairs, and I get it. They were like plastic or resin Adirondack chairs. Picked them up, threw them to the ground, and just smashed them into tiny little splinters. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen anything like it. It just must have to do with how this house is situated in this little valley, I think. And the wind just whips through here and does some major damage. I sat outside, but I sat on the steps because I'm not putting out my furniture until this wind stops. And I also took all of my houseplants outside for a nice breath of fresh air on today's Tuesday. That was on Saturday, I want to say. And then we get snow on Monday. I don't, just when you think it's done and you can relax a little and you've made it through another northern winter, and you put your plants outside and relax, and boom, snow. So it's, you never know in Pennsylvania. I don't know if this is here to stay or not. It could snow tonight or tomorrow. You just never know. We just keep an eye on the weather reports and try to bring our plants in before it snows, and turn the furnace back on and close the windows. It could be 68 today and in the 30s tomorrow. You just never know. Okay, so we have used those two shades. They work beautifully. Honestly, I never have any problems with Colourpop shadows, and they are relatively cheap. I want to say this palette was $10, and I think it was on sale from that. So it was relatively cheap, and I like their little 9-pan palettes a lot. I like the setup. I like the 9 shades. It doesn't get me too overwhelmed. I love this particular color story. They are plastic. Some people complain about that. I know. It's single use. What are you going to do with this when it's all done? I don't really know if you can even recycle it. It does come with a nice mirror. I don't have any complaints about Colourpop shadows at all. They always work beautifully. Now I'm going to choose a shade for on the lid, and the one that's calling to me is that bright kind of fiery red that's in the center, called Play to what? I don't know what that means. Play to Wine. Instead of maybe Play to Win, it's the very center shimmer. These are all shimmers. There aren't any glitters in this one, and I kind of like that. I'm not a huge pressed glitter fan, just not. So I'm going to take some of that on my finger though. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to take some of that on my finger and kind of, I like to press and swipe at the same time. And because I don't want to make a mess of my eyes, I won't take it the whole way to the inner corner. I'll grab a brush for that. But you could see how easily that went on, and how vivid and bright it is. Very high quality for the price Colourpop is. They have sales constantly, and they are always coming out with something new. I kind of have pulled back and slowed down as far as purchasing any makeup products, really, because again, it's a pandemic, and I'm not sure how that affects you all in your world, but I am a substitute teacher. There are 2 things with that affect me. One is anytime the school closes because cases have gone up or they have a problem, I do not have a job, because then the teachers will just teach from home virtually, so that excludes me from work. And also, because the schools have been closed so much already this year, a lot of the teachers are not taking time off from work. People aren't going on vacations, so they just plain old don't need substitute teachers as much as they normally would on any other given year. Usually I'm very busy. I can work 5 days a week, and you know, I can choose the jobs that I want to work. This year has not been like that. It has been difficult, to say the least. So along with everybody else, we are tightening up our belts a bit and backing off of purchases that are not necessary. And I certainly do not need makeup. I would love for this to be my job. I would love for YouTube to be my job, but it's not. I don't make any money from this as of yet. Okay, I'm gonna next go in with, because I want to see what it looks like. This is so beautiful. It's called Grapeful, but can you see the sparkle in that? It's not a pressed glitter. It's more of a matte that has glitter particles in it. And I've had these before, and your best bet with these is, again, a finger and tap them on gently. And you will get all of that beautiful glitter. It's a relatively dark matte underneath, but seriously, that is some gorgeous, gorgeous sparkle. I hope that comes off on camera. That's so pretty. I don't know that I've ever seen any of theirs with this much glitter in it. I suppose if you don't like glitter, then you're really not going to like this shade, but wow, I love it. It adds a little bit of depth with the darker color. And again, I'll tell you, if you want to wear glitter, you need to be okay with getting some of it on your cheeks. That's just how that goes. If you don't like glitter, there are still, 8 other beautiful shades in this palette that you can use, and they're all beautiful. I have no complaints whatsoever. There is a lighter shade in here that I'm going to use for an inner corner highlight. Normally I would use something even lighter. This one's called Blanco, but it's a kind of a mid-range pink, I would say. We're gonna try it and see what it looks like. I didn't tell you what other brush I was using though. This is the Morphe M431. It's just a nice pencil brush. Yeah, see, I would go even lighter. So you could take some of your highlighter, maybe, and touch that up. I used a liquid highlighter today, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that as is, and we're going to go move on to the lower lash line. And all I'm going to do on the lower lash line is, there's a very dark, just so we can use more of the shades, there's a very dark wine color right here. And that one is called Vintner. I'm sorry, not Vintner. Vinter. Like winter, but V. We're going to take some of that, and we are going to put it on the lower lash line. And then we will smoke that out a bit. This is a very nice smudge brush. It is a R43. All of my brushes today are by Morphe. I enjoy the Morphe brushes. They're affordable. They clean up well. Some of the white ones do get stains. I don't know how to avoid that because, you know, some shadows are just very pigmented, and I wash my brushes as soon as I'm done with them, so it's not like they're even sitting around. Maybe I need to soak them. Okay, so I will go back to the fluffier brush and just kind of work that out a bit. And let's make sure that the edges are nice and blended. There we go. I think we are ready to move on to waterline and some mascara. Okay, we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 9 shadows, and they all worked beautifully. I highly recommend this palette, especially if you like mauves and pinks and the deeper wine colors. It really is pretty. That's why I got it. It has a giant scratch on the front, and I just bought it. I hate that. Some things just do not come through the mail as well as I would like. So now we can pick an eyeliner that we would like to go with that. We can go out of the box and use something navy maybe, or I mean I have wine color, but that's just boring to me. I think I would rather try the navy. This one is by Rimmel London. It's one of their Exaggerate waterproof eye definers, and the color on this one is Deep Ocean. I just think the navy would look really pretty with wine colors. It also brings out the blue in my hazel eyes, and I think this is the first time I've used this pencil. Very nice. I don't know how it will stay on. I don't have a great track record with the eyeliners remaining on my waterline because my eyes water a lot. So we'll have to wait and see about that. Mascara time. So I always use a primer. Right now I'm going through the L'Oreal Voluminous Base. This is a new one, and this came out recently, so I picked this up too, and I am going to try it. It is the hard candy one. The packaging is so cute. It's got like a little rose on the front of it. Come on, focus. And that's an eye primer too, so I'll be using that one when I'm done with the L'Oreal. But first, let's curl those eyes. I'm going to be using the new Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I bought this in waterproof. I hated it. So then I went back and I got it in the just regular non-waterproof, and I do like this one a lot. It reminds me of Benefit's Bad Gal Bang, which is one of my favorite high-end mascaras. Thank you, Sky High Mascara, for these wonderful lashes. I think that look turned out really nice. Again, you can't go wrong with Colourpop, I'll tell you. It just really, they work the way they're supposed to, and they're beautiful. Let's finish up this look. Let's get on some lipstick. Today, from Colourpop, I also received one of their lippy pencil kits. Really cute kit. It was also on sale, so I picked it up. It has all nude. I'm also going to be using a new setting spray today. It's new to me. I have used it several times though. Well, you have to see the whole thing though, because again, packaging. Packaging got me on this one too, but I do enjoy it. This is the new one from Physicians Formula. It is called the Essence of Healthy Toner and Setting Spray. So, I've used it maybe 2-3 times now. The scent is nice. It's very refreshing. Can I tell you whether it makes my makeup last a long time? Honestly, I can't because I haven't. I don't believe I've used it and worn it like to work to see if it has any benefits as far as longevity goes. But it is very refreshing. It melts down all the powders. Right now I am looking a tad bit too dewy in my opinion. So I like that setting spray. Give it a shot if you'd like. I found mine at Walmart. The lippy pencil I've chosen today is the Colourpop Oh Snap. It's a very pretty pinky nude. I have been highly recommending Colourpop lippy pencils for quite a while. They're very creamy. They go on very smoothly. They are inexpensive. If you can order online and have things delivered, then they're very easy to get your hands on them. Probably not as easy as running to the drugstore, but I like these pencils better than the ones at the drugstore. And I actually like the fact that you can sharpen them and use the entire pencil up. So I have been getting a collection of them for quite some time. So if you're thinking about trying that, I have no problem highly recommending them. Again, great lippy pencils. They come in so many shades. They will have your perfect nude for you. And the shade names are so cute. This one is Good and Plenty and BFF. They're just really cute. Colourpop has a really good team naming their products because they all turn out really sweet. Okay, so for on the lip today, I think we're going to go with something else that I've been trying lately. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip from Tarte. This is what it looks like. This is a mini though, a travel version. Please disregard my fingernails. They are a disaster. I know it. You've seen it. It's out there now. I have not had my nails done in quite some time. Again, do I really want long nails around my baby grandbabies? No, I don't. So we're going to be using this today. You have to be very careful with this though. It has a click. You turn it and click it and it brings the product up further, but you cannot bring it back down. That is a huge downfall for me, and I don't like that. I don't know if I'll be buying more of these because of that. I like that I can put my lipsticks up and put them back down. If you accidentally click this or someone gets a hold of it and they just start clicking, you're gonna have your lipstick everywhere. This color is Rose. They smell good. They feel beautiful. It's got to be that maracuja oil. It smells like summer. Some people might not like it because it's a little reminiscent of sunscreen maybe. I haven't noticed that it has a taste, but the smell is very like coconutty, tropical kind of. But again, I just don't like and I know that the larger ones have the same thing, but they have a click. I think they have a button that you click on the bottom to bring that product up. And I just think that was, I don't know, maybe a little bit poorly executed. I don't know. It doesn't work great for me. I wouldn't be able to put that in my purse. It's fine sitting here, but I don't know if I'd want it in my purse. What if it got moved around and clicked up and giant mess and loss of product? I don't care for that. But it's very shiny, extremely comforting, comfortable on the lips. It's not sticky at all. It feels nourishing and hydrating, and I like that. Let's face it, how many lip products are any of us wearing these days when we have to still, and you do have to still wear a mask, okay? It's important. We all have to do our part. I have my vaccine. I've got my 2 doses. I think 1 more week and I will be what they call fully vaccinated, because you're not fully vaccinated until 2 weeks after your last dose, unless you had the the 1 dose, and that one, it's still 2 weeks from that dose. So even after that, I will be wearing my mask. Okay? And you keep other people safe. You can still carry it and give it to other people, even if you're vaccinated. And the vaccine isn't guaranteed that you won't get it. Just hopefully you won't get it severe enough that you end up in a hospital. So for my own safety and for the safety of my entire family, I'm going to wear my mask, and I hope that you do too. I hope that the community we're building here is a community that definitely puts others above themselves, and you care about other people, and that you would go ahead and wear your mask as well. Also, I would like to point out, and I don't think I have yet, this adorable hair bow. I love it. I do believe I got it from Shein. It has corgis all over it in memory of my very best friend and corgi Snoopy, who passed away. Would it be a year ago? Yeah. So every time I wear it, I think of him. And wherever you are, Snoopy, we love you and we miss you. This little hair bow, it's just for you. So that is our look. This is what we've got. I think that the eye look turned out really nicely. I hope everybody can see it. The sparkle is still there. I've worn this sparkly kind of matte shadow from Colourpop before, and it wears very well. There isn't a whole lot of fallout. You're gonna have some. It's a glitter particles that happens, but it's not huge, and it's not. I wouldn't say that it would stop me from wearing it, because I love glitter and I think it's beautiful. So I liked all of the products that I used today. I'm not disappointed at all. I would recommend. Take a look down in my description box. You'll see what I used on my face, if any of that is appealing to you. I used mostly cream products today, and they're all listed there and hopefully linked. Some things I can link easier than others. Feel free to use the links if you like. It's not going to do anything for me. It just makes shopping easier for you. So thank you very much for coming today and spending some time with me. I had so much fun. I really need to get back into my groove and get these videos taped, because I got 3 other palettes from Colourpop after I said I wasn't buying any. They were a gift though, so they were a gift from my husband. So I couldn't say, how are you going to say no to that? I'm not going to say no to that. I also have a really cute palette that I picked up from Profusion at Walmart. It is their spring release, so I would like to do a video on that. There's good stuff coming, so stay tuned. If you click the notification bell, you will get notified each and every time I upload a video, which will hopefully be sooner rather than later. I apologize again. Thank you so much. I love you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye-bye.